Today we are back with a homeowner series on the Nebraska Lands USA map. We have a lot of small projects to complete today. I got up a few hours ago and went over to a local diner for breakfast. Now it's time to get started on today's list of projects. On the way home from the diner, I stopped at the local shop. I had a little bit of work done to our Ford Raptor. I had the grill, the back, tailgate, along with both bumpers wrapped in black. Really do like it a lot. Previously they were chrome, which was not original, and this is as original as we can get it. Now, a few things I want to do to the Raptor coming up here within the next month will be aftermarket wheels and to upgrade the rear suspension to help out make it a little bit stiffer for towing and some more off-roading. Now, I did look at the weather and we do have some snow coming midweek, so I think it's the best time to put the plow on the truck. Let's fire up the Duramax and head over to the barn. I'm excited to be back here with the Homeowner series. It's an exciting day here for some big things are happening, and we have a big list as well that we need to kind of work through today. So for the Duramax, we do have a 9.5 foot straight blade Fisher. Just barely fits inside our garage doors, but luckily it does because I really do prefer to kind of keep all of my toys inside. More than likely, I won't be driving this truck until it snows next, so why don't we back it in? That way, when we get the snow, it's going to be a little bit easier here for us, and wow, this is going to be a tight fit in here. And it fits, which is great. We'll drop the plow down there, and right there seems to be good. Up next, we will be doing some organizing in our garage back here. We will be putting the C8 in its parking spot and doing a few other things. Now, I do want to get all of our sport cars washed. I really do like washing cars in general, so why don't we get out the Shelby here and get this washed? Now, I did change the oil on this, so this is all ready to go just to kind of put away. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. Let me know how it is down below. My day has been overall great. It has been a bit cold lately, but I am excited for snow to come very soon. Awesome, so we got the Shelby all cleaned up. Now, I did do a few modifications here to the garage, and I adjusted everything so when this car is up in the air, the garage door will not be kind of glitching through it. So that's a big thing I worked on, just trying to figure out. Sometimes it is a bit tricky, but as you guys can see, we had the garage door raised up quite a bit, and that is nice. Now, let's get the C8 its first wash done, and then we'll be parking this over there. A lot of you guys really did like the purchase here of the C8. I will be trying to increase the detail of this car as well over the coming weeks. The C8 does look awesome, especially in this red, and maybe in the future we might wrap it that bright blue, and I don't believe that bright blue is actually coming for a few more months production-wise, so I decided to go with red, and wow, this color looks awesome, especially in the dark here under the lift. And let's move the Porsche and the Shelby over since we had to kind of squeeze them all in here. So I was driving down the road a few days ago and I found a windmill for sale, and I called up the farmer and asked him if he would accept an offer, and he did. So we are getting it for the front of the house. It's kind of an old, kind of farm style windmill, and I just had to have it. It looks so cool. There we go. This is pretty much it. We won't be buying any new sport cars. The GT3 and the GT350 are pretty epic along with that C8 over there. So let's get these doors closed and let's head out front to get this new windmill. Now I'm thinking we'll kind of put the windmill on this side, probably in between these three trees. In the center will probably be the best. Let's come over here to decorations and let's get it. And here we go. So he accepted $550 for it, which is nice. That is not actually too expensive, which is awesome. Let's see, right about here seems to be good, and we'll kind of rotate it and probably put it at a 45-degree angle right there. Seems to be good. Perfect. There we go, our brand new windmill. It's just kind of a nice decoration to add to the property. I wanted to find more things like this that are old vintage farm equipment, farm decorations, and I really do like it a lot. A lot of wear and tear on it, but it will be nice to have out front. Up next, we will be doing some mods to our Ford Bronco. We are getting new winch, new wheels, and a few other things. But before we can do that, we actually need to buy a toolbox to be able to work on that. So let's get that really quickly. $300 toolbox, not too bad. And we'll kind of position it right here. That way we really don't have to see that. And getting to the Bronco, though, will be a bit tricky. And we are actually going to be reorganizing this. I really want to find a better way to kind of put everything in here. So I might switch this with this and move some of these to this area. That might be it, but we'll just have to wait and see. We will also be going over the final plans for our new backyard edition, which I cannot wait for, and we'll probably get to it right after the Bronco. Now this Ford Bronco, we had completely reworked the body with that shop taking care of it. Really, really nice yellow paint scheme. Really like it a lot. Now I was kind of thinking, do we get yellow wheels? But I don't think we will. I want to upgrade a lot of things on it. So let's come over here and let's customize it. So the first thing I want to do is change the wheels to black there. Let's see what we can do as well. So we'll get the winch in the front, and we do want a hitch so we could tow. That would be nice. We'll upgrade the engine there, new engine. We do want those LEDs. Let's see. So I think we'll do... I almost think we should do the standard. So we'll do the standard. And yeah, I really do like those tires. We'll do the rock crawling suspension. And I think that's almost it there. Now there is a few designs that we could also do as well like that. So I think we'll do that. Perfect. And $5,600 there. Quite a lot of money in modifications. But this thing looks so nice. It's a little bit higher up stance as well, being these wheels and tires. Now we did get a rock crawling suspension, which really increases the handling, and this thing will be great. And we might take it on the dirt track in a bit. So let's kind of leave this outside. I really want to use that as well, and let's get the Ram parked up. So for the last month, since we moved into this property, I've been talking about getting us an in-ground swimming pool. We need a pool here to enjoy, and we are getting one. So let's kind of go over there and take a look at that. So we are getting a 25-foot by 15-foot rectangle swimming pool here, and we are getting concrete slab all the way around it. It will go from 3 feet to 12 feet, so that will be pretty cool. We will actually have to relocate the dog pen, probably maybe over here or kind of in this back area here, so that will be pretty cool. The last thing we will be doing, which will take the majority of our time today, will be getting ourselves a dirt track. So it's going to take up pretty much this entire back area with hills, with jumps and things like that, and it's going to be a ton of fun to build. So let's hop in here. We'll first kind of build the track area, and then we will kind of work on the hills and the dirt textures and the mud and things like that. So let's kind of get going on this. We'll have a nice sharp turn. I really want this to be a lot of fun, but I also do want it to just be something that we could really get good at and kind of race on it as well, which will be a ton of fun for us. Now, from the looks of it, this is going to be a pretty tricky track. Now, one thing I really would like to do is also I would really like to add another section to it, but I kind of like this as is, and that looks pretty tricky. So up next, we'll just kind of work on the banking on these turns, which will take a ton of time to really kind of get leveled out. We'll make this kind of as large as we can, and we'll smooth it. I will definitely kind of replace the grass in the areas, but we want it a little bit steeper to kind of help as well with the turns. We had a dirt track at our previous house and we had a ton of fun with it, and we just had to have another one, especially since we do have some pretty cool toys as well, like the players and the dirt bike, and we'll take the Bronco on it today. That will be pretty cool. Let's see, can we make this a little bit bigger? We definitely need it to be kind of a little bit bigger for us. I really do like the landscape tool here. It is a bit tricky though as well to kind of get these like the perfect and something drivable as well, but definitely going to be awesome to really see what will happen here on this track when we're done. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to be a pretty fun, pretty tricky area for us. And what other area do we want? So I want some areas kind of flat, and I really do like kind of the flatness, but we also want some to have the curves. If you do have any cool recommendations here for the Homeowner series, please let me know. I really do enjoy this series. This is the probably the most popular series here on the channel, which is awesome. It is a lot of fun to record these, and I definitely want to do a lot more coming here in the future. Let's see, can we get back our fence? It will be a little tricky, but definitely want to kind of re-get that, and I might have to do a little bit more work on this side, but yeah, going to have to remove a lot of this. Let's see if we could get it a little bit closer to the dirt area. There we go. Perfect. So look at that. Some very nice hills, some twists and turns, and it's not completely level, which I think is also going to add to kind of the challenge of the track. And I think that's it there. So let's hop in the Bronco, and we'll also test out the new suspension we put on it. Now this backyard area does actually have a gate here, which is nice. That way we could close it, and I thought that was a kind of neat thing to also add. So that swimming pool should more than likely be finished by next weekend. So that will be awesome. We'll be working throughout the week, pouring the concrete, digging it, and doing other things. But let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, this is going to be a pretty tricky track for us. But now, really quickly, I want to test the suspension on this. This Bronco has a really good suspension, and just look at this thing. Climbs it up, no problem with that good clearance, but wow. Definitely a little bit of work needed on this, but this will be one fun track. Here in our added backyard, we now have a fully functioning dirt track. I think we'll leave the first player's ride for the next video. And right alongside it, we do have a go-kart track here, which is pretty epic. Now, I think it would be pretty cool in some way to kind of connect the dirt track to the go-kart track where they kind of intersect in an area. That way there's a little bit of dirt here on the go-kart and a little bit of asphalt for our dirt off-road toys. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's very busy, long video. We had a lot to do here to get ready for the upcoming week with snow and organizing and so many other things. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one and subscribe for more.